Good morning. We are just about ready to start our show today. But before our host joins us, as he is just finishing up in the makeup room, we want you all to stand, dance, and sing as we get ready for our lesson today. It is time to worship.
Into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized here with you. Come on now. Now this love is for real, you will never let go. Never let go. Oh, and it's more than just words, love beyond my control. Out of control. Hands up! This is real love. This is real love. Say this is real love. This is real love. Oh. Into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. 1, 2, 3, jump! This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. This is real love. Oh.
Good morning, boys and girls! From the church known as Calvary Church, found in the area of Kids Church, these leaders and fellow puppets have volunteered to try to survive! This is Survivor, where we survive and thrive in God's kingdom. Welcome back for week 2 of our Survivor Sermon Series. Reluctantly and eagerly, I have 2 of our survivors ready for action today. Survivors, are you ready?
Woo! No? Okay. Well, I'm so super duper, unbelievably over the top ready.
Wow. Yes, well, I'm present.
You are more than present. You are a survivor. Now, we are going to begin our lesson talking about leaning. Let's practice leaning together. Lean to the right. Great. Now, lean to the left. Perfect. Now, lean backwards.
Both.
Don't
Challenge
put on my
is real.
stage. Great! You have mastered the art of leaning.
We mastered the art of leaning.
That's right.
What does that have to do with today?
Well, that's not the challenge. That was just me verifying that you know what leaning means. Your challenge today is to create a shelter using only this sheet. No other objects allowed.
Just this sheet, no other objects allowed to create a shelter?
That's right. And make sure it doesn't lean. You have 20 seconds. Ready, set, go.
So that means I can't lean.
You can't lean.
Well, we
20
practiced-
seconds.
We practiced the lean.
17 seconds. Come
I have to be
on.
able to lean.
You could get underneath it.
10 seconds.
No?
Here we go. 5,
Put the shoe.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bang! Oh, you like my buzzer sound?
Uh-huh. Do you
Well-
like my shelter?
Well, I wouldn't exactly giving you a passing grade for this one.
But we completed the challenge. Miss Kayla's covered or under shelter and it's not leaning.
Well, I'll give you credit for ingenuity, but a failing grade on the execution. Sorry.
Hey, I'm not leaning.
Bummer.
What does this have to do with being a survivor?
Ah.
Great question. Today is all about building shelter. Let's get to our lesson, and hopefully it helps you all to build a better shelter.
Today we are continuing our Survivor Sermon series. Last week we discussed the importance of making a plan in the wilderness and looked at David. Today we're talking about building a lean-to or shelter, as we attempted to demonstrate for you. If you ever ended up alone in the wilderness, one of the first things you would need to find is shelter. You see, shelter is not only what will keep you safe from the elements, but safe from things like that come out in the dark that might hurt you. A tent is ideal, but if you're stranded someplace without a tent, you have to look for another option. Caves offer some protection too, but if you find a cave that's already occupied, it could be more dangerous than being outside. One of the easiest options is to make a lean-to, a shelter that leans up against a tree or another solid structure. Using the tree as a sort of foundation, you arrange branches coming out of the tree in a way that will make a makeshift shelter, giving you and whoever else you're in a place with to hide from the rain and storms. A good strong tree is essential to making a lean-to. Without it, the shelter will crumble, and you're going to find yourself back in trouble. As long as you're out there in the wilderness, it's important to keep the tree safe. Take care of the tree, and it will take care of you. You see, today's survival lesson isn't just about trees. It's about showing kindness. Care for the tree that keeps your lean-to secure, and the tree will take care of you. Be kind to others, and that kindness may just come back to you. Today's survivor is unlike any hero. It's an unlikely hero, actually. Her name was Rahab, and she lived in a city called Jericho. Jericho was an evil city that stood between the Israelites and the land they were promised. Joshua wanted to build a battle plan, so he sent some spies into Jericho to scope things out. Our story begins with Rahab encountering these spies.
Hello, boys and girls. As you know, we're studying on survivor heroes of the Bible. So, I thought I'd tell you a story found in Joshua chapter 2. It's all about a woman named... Stella, you scared me.
Sorry. So, what you doing?
Well, I was trying to tell the boys and girls a story about a hero.
Which hero?
Rahab.
Oh, she wasn't a hero.
What do you mean? Of course she was.
No, she wasn't a hero. She was a shero.
Oh, brother. Can I tell the story now?
Can I help?
If you promise to be serious.
Yeah. Serious? Yeah.
Okay. A long time ago, back in the Old Testament, there was a group of people called the Israelites. They had lived in slavery for a long time, but God brought them out of Egypt and told them He would lead them to the Promised Land.
Is that some kind of food joint?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, the Bible says the promised land flowed with milk and honey.
Stella, can I please go on with the story?
Sure. Why did you stop?
Anyway, God led the children of Israel, God's chosen people, to the Promised Land. And no, it's not a food joint. Part of the Promised Land included a city called Jericho. So Joshua, the guy in charge, sent 2 men to spy out the land.
Did they have any high-tech spy gear?
No, Stella, they didn't.
Well, then how could they be good spies?
Are you gonna let me tell the story or not?
Yes.
As I was saying, the 2 spies went into the city. They needed a place to stay, so a lady named Rahab let them stay at her place. Some people of Jericho saw the spies and went and told the king.
They told the king 2 guys came in our city and are going to take our milk and honey.
No, that's not what they said. There is life beyond food, you know.
Whoa, okay.
Anyway, they said, behold, there came men into our city tonight of the children of Israel to search out the country. So the king sent a message to Rahab, bring to me the men that came to you and entered into your house, for they come to search out all of the country.
In other words, bring those men that are staying with you. They've come to steal our milk and honey.
Stella, please, let me finish.
Okay.
Anyway, Rahab didn't send the spies to the king. Instead, she took them and hid them. She told the king's messengers, 2 men came to me, but I don't know who they are.
Didn't her mother teach her not to talk to strangers or let them in her house?
She said it was around the time to shut the gate to the city, around nighttime, and the 2 men went out. Where they went, I don't know. Go after them quickly. You can catch up to them. But she had brought the spies up to the roof of her house and hid them by covering them with stalks of flax that she had layered evenly on the roof, so that if the messengers searched her house, they wouldn't find the spies.
So the messengers went out on a wild goose chase after the phantom spies and got locked out of the city, and the spies lived on the rooftop happily ever after.
I'm just going to ignore you now. Yes, the messengers left the city. As soon as they left, the city gate was shut. Rahab went out to the roof of her house and told the spies.
Let me tell you
What?
She said, I know the Lord has given this land to your people. You've frightened us very much. Everyone living in this land is terribly afraid of you. We are afraid because we have heard how the Lord helped you. We heard how you dried up the Red Sea when you came out of Egypt. When we heard this, we became very frightened. Now, our men are afraid to fight you. This is because the Lord your God rules the heavens above and the earth below.
Huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what she said. Good job, Stella. And then she asked them to spare her family when they came to take the city, since she had helped them. And the spies said,
We'll be back to get you. Your faith has set you free. No longer will you live your life in captivity. While the land's destroyed around you, safe in our arms you'll be. Oh, we'll be back to get you, for your faith has set you free.
Okay, Stella, you know a lot for someone who was talking about milk and honey. Anyway, Rahab let down a rope and the spies slipped down. You see, she lived on the wall of the city.
Then she told them, get to the mountains before those messengers get back, or you'll be toast.
I don't think she said they'd be toast, Stella. She told them to hide in the mountains 3 days just to play it safe. Then they could go back to their camp. So Rahab was a hero. Okay. Rahab was a shero.
Thank you.
Because without her, the spies would have been captured and wouldn't have been able to tell Joshua that they could overcome the city.
That's right. It goes to show that God can and will use anyone in his plan.
That's right. Hey, Stella, maybe someday he'll even find a way to use you.
Hey, I'll get you for that.
Rahab had no reason to help the spies. She was a citizen of Jericho. She knew the Israelites had come to destroy them. So, why did she help the spies hide from the authorities? Rahab had heard all the things God had done for the Israelites. It was no secret that God was with them and had done mighty things, crushing the enemies of the Israelites. She could have resisted as the city of Jericho with its mighty walls around would do. But she knew it was useless. Rahab showed kindness to the Israelite spies. She gave them a place to hide, and she helped them to sneak out of the city, knowing it meant doom for all of Jericho. In exchange for her kindness, the spies told her to tie a red cord to her window. Then God and the Israelites would know where Rahab and her family were, and she would be spared. One act of kindness led to another, and Rahab and her family were saved.
Whoa! Today is shaping up to be a pretty amazing day so far. We had the Leaders Challenge that didn't go so well, but the Bible story of Rahab really turning things around. Before I send you to another challenge, I have a song to sing for you. Ready? Here it goes. There was a girl God used for good, and Rahab was her name. Oh, R-A-H-A-B, 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 and Rahab was her name. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hopefully that helps you remember her name and that she was a hero. Now it's time for Arnold to put Pastor Lindsay and Miss Kayla up to another challenge. Take it away, Arnold. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Arnold Challenge. I have requested from my fellow puppet friends to have my own part of the show. After 23 phone calls, 67 text messages, and 42 emails, I have done it. I am here and I am ready to host the Arnold Challenge. In order to have an Arnold Challenge, though, we have to have willful participants. Let's call them out. Oh, Pastor Lindsay. Oh, Miss Kayla. Where are you?
We're right here sitting in front of these yummy plates. But I still can't believe you get to be in charge of this part of our service. Like, Are you going to be nice about it?
Nice! Arnold has been waiting for this moment for years.
You are absolutely correct, Miss Kayla. This is my time to shine. My time. And I have something extra special, extra good, extra scrumptious for all of you. See these supplies here on the desk? Go ahead, each of you grab one.
Oh. I thought we were just gonna teach you. Okay. Oh, this should be okay. Yeah. Okay, so got the supplies. It looks like a blindfold and a plate of M&Ms. Like, this doesn't look too bad.
I like M&Ms. So
Wait, you missed the part. Did you grab the blindfolds?
Yeah, but they're
Oh.
just sitting on the table.
Okay, now let's go over the rules. Each of you will wear a blindfold, and when I say go, you have to eat all the M&Ms on your pie plate without using your hands.
Wait, seriously? We have the blindfold, and you didn't just put
Yeah.
M&Ms in front of me just to eat? I have the blindfold?
Uh-huh. It's
Okay.
part of the contest.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm up for this challenge. I am. I'm ready to do this. How about you, Miss Kayla?
Like I said, I like M&Ms. It's not tied to a string,
so I think as long as he doesn't pull the plate from in front of me, I think we're good.
Okay.
Great! Now, contestants, get ready! Put your blindfolds on, come on! You can do it!
No cheating, Miss Kayla.
All right, are you ready?
Did you say no?
Blindfolds on!
Wait, I backed up too far
Oh,
from
yeah.
the table.
Put your blindfolds on! What's taking so long?
You
Come
said
on!
no hands?
No hands! You must eat it blindfolded, no hands! This is
I
going
lost
to
my
be great.
plate. You gotta feel around.
All
You're not
right.
supposed to use your hand.
I had to.
Now, contestants, are you ready?
Yeah.
On your mark, get set, go! Come on, you can do it! Come on, go!
Wait, okay.
Go! Go! I don't know. That's a good question. You'll have to guess. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Beth, did you do it? Did you win? Did you win? Oh, yes. Pastor Lindsay, good job. Pastor Lindsay is the winner. You are the champion, my friend.
You know what?
Great challenge to both of you.
I like that challenge. This one worked out great.
Are we allowed to take our blindfolds off?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Take your blindfolds off.
I missed you.
I don't know what you were doing over there. I was ready for those M&Ms.
That's a great challenge for both of you. Now, to go tell the others how great this went and try to go get 2 challenges for next week. Yes, more challenges.
All right, it really was nice of Arnold to be, nice for this challenge, Miss Kayla, and include chocolate. So I'm a little worried about the fact that he said next week that he's gonna do more challenges, but let's first talk about kindness. He showed kindness today. And maybe we can go check in with Miss Lacey and talk about kindness and see if we can find some more of these M&Ms that he stashed somewhere. Let's do it.
The kindness we give out comes back to us in many ways. Just like in our Bible lesson today about Rahab. When we're kind to other people, that's something that sticks in their memory and they don't forget very quickly. And they remember it and they cherish it, and sometimes it encourages them to do kindness to other people too. So what we're going to do today is we're going to share some acts of kindness with some helpers today. All right, so Tenley, you want to go first?
Yes, I would like to. This is my second favorite soft guy that I have, and I would like Tristan to sleep with him tonight. Okay. Thank you, Tim. You're welcome.
Okay. Tristan, what are you doing for Tenley?
Hold on. I think I have it somewhere. Okay. Oh, do you want to play dominoes? Oops.
You're going to play with her?
Play dominoes after the video. It's also after my Goldberg machine. Anyway.
Okay, very good. You're going to play a game with her. Love it. All right. Trip, want to go next?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you Peeps.
So you're giving her your peeps.
Oh my goodness.
Because Tyler does love those.
She
All right.
loves Peeps.
Okay,
I
very good.
loves.
All right, Tally.
I'm gonna let you read my diary from when we get the meltdown book. Thank you.
Is that one that you've been wanting to read?
Yes, and it's mine. I bought it from one of those book things, and he wanted to, but he had already bought other things. And now I'm letting him read it.
Very good. Isn't it great to watch kindness in action? There's actually this kind of phrase that's been being used called pay it forward. You guys know what that means? It's when you do something kind to someone else, and since you've received that act of kindness, then you do something kind to someone else. And so it actually happens a lot in drive-thrus, especially Starbucks. The person in line will actually pay for theirs and then pay for the person behind them. And so when that person gets there to pay, well, they don't have anything that they have to pay for. So then they pay for the person behind them. And this ripple just kind of happens of people being kind and spreading kindness. So here's the thing to remember. We want to be kind to other people, and we want you guys to do some acts of kindness this week. But we don't do acts of kindness just to get something back, because we've already gotten the greatest gift ever. Who's the greatest gift ever?
Jesus.
Jesus, yeah, and he died on the cross for us, and he forgives us all our sins, and he loves us, and he's going to make it so that we can spend eternity with him, right? So that's the greatest gift we can ever receive. So we don't do gifts of kindness and acts of kindness to get something back. We do it so that way we can just kind of spread the love of Jesus to more people. So I want you guys all to think of some ways that you can spread joy, spread love to other people as well.
Aren't you all amazed right now? We have had a fantastic episode in our Survivor Sermon series. Everyone stepped up to the challenge and were ready to take on the name of Survivor. I especially liked our Bible story today and being reminded that kindness can go a long
Whoa. Are you trying to wrap up today's lesson?
Yes, it's about that time.
I think we're forgetting a very important part to helping us and the students to become survivors.
Forgetting something? Like what?
Their memory verse.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. But you're right. We need our memory verse to help us learn God's word and grow in our journey with him. What is the verse for today?
Well, your memory verse today is Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap the harvest if we do not give up.
Awesome! Now, as we continue in our story...
Wait. There's more. We still can't end this lesson.
We have to end it soon. What else is there?
We have another challenge.
We do?
Yep, a challenge for everyone at home. A kindness challenge. We want them to spread kindness to others at home this week. Something specific where you go out of your way to spread kindness to others and let us know the joy it brings to you.
I love this challenge.
Me too! If you remember all God has done for us, it's easy to see we've had more kindness done than we can ever give out. So be kind to others, be kind to friends, family, and to a perfect stranger. When someone is kind to you, pay it forward. Thank God for the little random acts of kindness and thank him for his amazing love. We all can use someone to lean on. But we also need to be that someone, and God will make sure someone is there when you need a little kindness too. Now we can end the lesson.
Wow, what a great note to end the lesson on. So glad you all joined us today. See you all for another amazing adventure in our Survivor Sermon series next week. Goodbye, everybody.